welcome you to another deep dive. So, you shared some really powerful thoughts about downtown Sudbury recently.
Yeah, things you've noticed.
Exactly, like seeing more people experiencing homelessness and how the Samaritan Center feels different now, maybe.
Hmm.
Plus, issues with the buses, the state of the downtown mall, and just feeling generally hassled.
Those are all really important firsthand points, things people are genuinely feeling.
Right. So our mission today is to sort of unpack all this. It's complex, it's all interconnected. We'll look at the realities, some maybe surprising data, and what's actually being done.
There's quite a bit happening behind the scenes.
Okay, let's dive in then. Let's unpack this.
So first off, that visible homelessness you mentioned, yeah, the data definitely confirms that. Last July 2024, we were looking at around 200 people.
200. Wow.
Yeah, living in about 49 different encampments across the city. And that's way up from the year before, like a 160% jump.
That's huge.
It is. And sadly, over half, about 57%, are experiencing chronic homelessness, long-term stuff.
What's driving that, fundamentally?
Well, it's systemic, really. You look at rents, like a one-bedroom was over $930 a month back in 2022.
Okay.
That's just, it's completely unattainable if you're on social assistance. Ontario Works rates, for example, they haven't gone up since the 2019 budget.
So income isn't keeping pace at all.
Not even close.
Yeah.
Add to that a real lack of investment in affordable housing, plus not enough support for mental health and addictions. It's kind of a perfect storm.
And Sudbury's location plays a part, too.
Definitely. It's a hub city right on the Trans-Canada, so it attracts people from surrounding areas who need services. It makes homelessness a regional issue, not just Sudbury's problem alone.
Okay, and that brings us back to the Samaritan Center. You said it felt scary. How should we understand that?
Right. Well, the Samaritan Center, it houses the Blue Door Soup Kitchen, which is a vital service. It's a compassionate place.
Providing meals, warmth.
Exactly. Essential stuff. The fact it's busier, that actually shows it's succeeding in serving a growing number of people in distress. The scary feeling probably comes more from the visibility of that distress being higher around the center.
So it's not the center failing, it's the scale of the need it's responding to.
Precisely. It's on the front lines of a worsening crisis.
That's a really important distinction. So what's the city doing? I know they've committed to functionally ending homelessness by 2030.
They have, but they're also clear they need more help, more investment from provincial and federal governments. Locally, though, they're running things like the Community Homelessness Prevention Initiative.
And that by name list I read about.
Yeah, that's key. It's a real-time list of everyone known to be homeless so they can track individuals and tailor support. Plus, there are 3 emergency shelters, about 73 beds total, client navigators, outreach teams.
Sounds like a lot of effort.
It is. They spent over $24 million in 2023-24 on these initiatives. But here's the tough part. The Homelessness Network reported they only managed to house 2 people in 2024.
2. With all that spending.
It just shows the massive bottleneck. The effort is there, the funding is there, but without available affordable housing units to move people into,
Yeah.
well, it's incredibly difficult.
Okay, shifting gears a bit. Beyond homelessness, you also mentioned downtown feeling scary overall, that people feel hassled and avoid it. That stigma is real.
It absolutely is a recognized issue. That perception deters people. But here's where it gets really interesting. The actual crime stats.
What did they say?
They tell a completely different story. In 2022, believe it or not, violent crime downtown was cut in half.
Halved.
Yes, and property crime dropped by over 32%. Combined, that's nearly a 40% decrease in criminal offenses downtown.
Wow. Okay, so the feeling is way off from the reality of reported crime.
It seems so. The perception of scary appears to be driven more by discomfort with those visible social issues, homelessness, panhandling, and the stigma around them, rather than an actual rise in crime.
That really changes the perspective. And there is a lot of change happening downtown, physically.
Oh, absolutely. You've got the new Downtown Event Center approved, demolition starting next summer. Then there's the big library art gallery project, $65 million, supposed to open end of 2026.
So the construction, the empty lots, that's part of the process.
Exactly. It's not decline, it's active long-term renewal and progress. It just looks messy in the middle phase, you know?
Right. Okay, let's talk transit. You weren't happy. Terrible schedules, late buses, overcrowding.
Yeah, that's a common frustration.
Especially Route 1 and Route 2 at peak times. Getting full, leaving people behind.
It definitely happens. They hit capacity, around 65 people. So the city knows this is an issue. Council approved adding 11,000 more service hours annually by the end of 2025.
Okay, more hours.
and specifically 2 extra buses just for Route 1 and Route 2 during those busy peak periods to help with the crowding.
That should make a difference. What about the main transit hub downtown? Security issues there.
Well, there were more issues, but they made a significant change. In July 2023, they swapped out private security for uniformed municipal law enforcement officers. It's permanent now.
And has that helped?
The numbers say yes. Calls for police help at the terminal, they've dropped quite a bit, from an average of like 41 calls a month down to about 29. Even the downtown BIA says the experience there is better.
That's good concrete improvement. Now, quickly, the Elm Place Mall, you said not much there.
That's the common feeling, yeah. But management is trying. They're offering incentives, free rent even, and they've apparently put over $12 million into upgrades trying to revive it.
And the old arena, you kind of linked it to that scary feeling too, and people have complained it's not clean, feels dated.
Yeah, there was criticism, calling it disgusting back in late 2023. It adds to that feeling that Sudbury's venues are a bit behind. But again, the new event center is set to replace it.
So putting it all together, downtown Sudbury is, well, it's complicated. Real social challenges, a lot of physical transformation happening.
But also, underneath that, there's definite measurable progress that maybe doesn't get noticed as much.
Right. And that gap between the perception, how it feels, and the reality of things like improving safety or active revitalization, that gap seems critical, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Perception often lags reality or gets skewed by visible social difficulties. It's not just about the facts on the ground, but how people see those facts.
So for you listening, what does this all really mean? It suggests that rebuilding a downtown that feels welcoming and resilient for everyone, well, it takes more than just money and construction.
Yeah, those are vital, but maybe not enough on their own.
It seems it also needs a shift, maybe, in how we collectively understand and maybe even empathize with the really dynamic, sometimes difficult social landscape that's unfolding there. Something to think about.